Dark Souls 3, baby. Oh man, this is bad. This is a bad start to a series. Holy heck, my guy. Alright, it's been a few years since I've played this, and I won't be talking much because
indeed.
this game is freaking hard.
Where the transitory lands of the Lords of Cinder converge.
This game's freaking gorgeous.
The pilgrims discover the truth of the old words. The fire fades, and the lords go without thrones. When the link of fire is threatened, the bell tolls, unearthing the old lords of Cinder from their graves. Aldrich, saint of the deep. Farron's undead legion, the Abyss Watchers. And a reclusive lord of the profaned capital. Yon the Giant. Only in truth, the lords will abandon their thrones. And the unkindled will rise. Nameless, accursed undead, unfit even to be cinder. And so it is that ash seeketh embers.
Alright, here we go. I'm sure y'all can guess what my name's gonna be. I am gonna do Knight because I'm a punk. And why the hell wouldn't I? But what do I want to take as my extra gift? Let's take the life ring, because why not? That's good enough. Whoa. No, don't go back to the main title. How do I play this game? I'm just kidding, I actually remember fairly well. I remember that I shouldn't go this way, or is it a different path? Either way, it doesn't matter, we're going this way. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ugh, I never used those. Ow. I feel dumb now. Oh, crap. Oh, that's where the punk is. Alright, we're gonna wrap around here. And I think that's the last one of these basic boys. Yeah, now we're gonna go take on the thing that you're not supposed to, or at least not recommended. Because I'm dumb and I like doing things that are difficult. To get frustrated and pissed off and having a terrible time. So let's do this. Let me get my stamina back first. Alright, focusing time. I kinda wish you could cut the tail off these things, but you can't. While I have played this game multiple times, I've never actually beaten it, which is really dumb, I know. But I'm just a dum-dum that likes to play games. Oh crap. It was going so well too. Oh crap. And is it... Oh come on, one more. There it is. Titanite scale, an item I don't think I'll ever actually use. Now we get these goodies, which are absolutely pointless. But it's fun, you know? Almost dying multiple times, finally beating it. Alright. Guess in the comments how many times I'm gonna die to the first boss. I'm gonna guess 5. That's my number. Alright, my lovely friend, the bonfire. I need my Estus back. I know there's a dude to my right. Or at least there should be a dude to my right. Yeah, there they are. They just didn't want to stand up to me. What rude hosts. I know. I'm a rude host, guest for killing them, but they came at me first. This is self-defense. 100% self-defense. Never mind the corpses. Alright, here we go. Oh, I did that wrong. I did that very wrong. Now I feel dumb. Oops, didn't mean to touch that. Ooh, 6 skills. And by 6 skills I mean I didn't accidentally plummet to my death. Alright, here we go. Let's see, what does this say? Yeah, that's what it was. It was click the left stick. There it is. And that's a useful item. Alright, here we go. Attempt number 1 of the boss. Let's see how bad this goes. Hopefully I can win, but there are absolutely 0 guarantees. Let's get those free hits. I actually do remember a few of these guys' moves. That's not to say I can deal with them properly, but I do remember it. At least a small amount. Oh, shoot. Oh, my God. And that was almost my first bad hit. Aw, crap. And now it's the hard part. Drink my orange juice. Now normally if you pick the firebomb starting here, you can kill this thing very easily because he is a false dragon, and false dragons are very weak to fire. And I didn't die at all. Now that's a surprise. And a welcome surprise to say the least. And then of course, we need to take our seat at the bonfire. And if you don't know, anytime you beat a boss and you don't have your ember, it does get restored, which is quite lovely. Although one thing I am forgetting... No, I'm not. Okay, good. I had forgotten if I needed to equip my ring or not. But, apparently not. Excuse me. Alright, let's do this. I promise you I might die here multiple times. I'm very bad at this section of the game. Especially when it comes to dealing with spears, man. Alright, I can't remember if someone drops down on your head here or not. So we're just gonna double back real fast here. I probably should have read the controls a little bit more than I did because I don't remember like half of them. But then again, it has been, I think, multiple years since I've played this game. Maybe 2. Oh crap, where is he? Jerk. Alright, we're gonna go this way and look for anything and everything. Keep the shield up just in case that happens. I knew there was a doggo somewhere here. Embers are very good items. They fully restore you and restore your ember, which gives you more health. Which, who doesn't want more health in a Dark Souls game? Well, other than people who are actually good at the game. And then where is the shield on the tree? There it is. I'm gonna take out these dum-dums first because they can be quite troublesome. And then we're gonna grab this shield right here. And now we're gonna go run, and I believe this is either a bone or an ember. I can't remember which. Ember, that's good. Then we'll go ahead and keep going across here just for anything and everything. There it is, so it's both. Alright, that's good. Homeward bones can be very nice, but not always the most useful. And now, because I'm really stupid, I'm going to try to take on one of the toughest basic enemies in the game before I level up. And there it is. Oh god. Backstabs, I feel, are one of the most crucial things to have against this foe. This man's poise is off the charts. Yeah, there it is. And now if I want to have any chance of getting those back without losing them, I have to run all the way through the enemies, grab it before he can kill me. Except this time I think I will actually sit at the bonfire in Firelink, because I think it's stupid that I didn't, because I am dumb. Oops, didn't mean to sit there. Let me just reset the world for no apparent reason. Other than because I'm stupid. Alright, here we go. Time to take out some of these foes again. Oh, crap. And this is off to a pretty bad start here. You don't really want to lose too much health making your way to the mains, because any bad situation is any lower health against this dude is a bad situation. Alright, time to hope that I get these back before he can kill me. Okay, oh, that was close. Come on up here, friend. Oh, crap. And we out. See, as you can see, sometimes waiting out that opponent is not the best idea, because his strikes can deal a lot of stamina damage, and if your stamina's broke, you're as good as dead. Aw, thanks for the emote, my friend. Oh man, I think that's the easiest time I've ever had putting that sword into this pit. I have always had trouble with this. Alright, so we're gonna talk to Madam here, because she is the one that levels us up. So please give me as many stats as you can. I believe I need 14 dexterity and 16 strength to wield the weapon that you get from Mr. Mans himself. Yeah, vitality's good. Okay, I didn't think I could do another level. And now we can try. Oh, what up, lady? She sells embers, because sometimes embers can be very hard to come by. She also sells a key, I think. Yeah, there it is, the tower key. That's expensive. That's pretty. It might take you a while to get it. I might grind up souls off screen just to get it, so you guys don't have to sit through this awfulness. We're going to change this to be 4 of the regular Estus, because I don't use magic, so I don't have to worry about it. And then I'm not gonna reinforce my weapon, because that can be done later. And I'll be using my Titanite shard on the weapon that I'm going to get from Mr. Mans, because I prefer that weapon to just about any other weapon in the game. Just because it's mostly kind of dope. And who doesn't want a dope sword? It was really good in Dark Souls 1. They did make it a bit weaker. There are better weapons, but early game, it is one of the strongest weapons in the game. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. That's real bad. That is not how you want this fight to start. And, oh god. Backstabs always welcome in my house. And I got greedy. Oh man, that was one of the dumbest things I think I've ever done. But at least I will be closer now. But on the other hand, I do have to wait for the thing to reset. The world, I mean. So we have to wait for the fog walls to come down, as you can see from up there. But that's not a huge problem, it just has to happen. But since we were already in Firelink, it won't take as long as it could. But it's still not quick, which does suck. And I also don't have my Ember anymore, which is also a big poop. It sucks a lot not having any Ember. And I'm not going to waste my Ember because there's no reason to, because I predict I'm going to die to this guy a lot, to say the least. This dude has always given me trouble. One of the biggest cheese methods that people usually go with is just kicking him off, because why not? But I think kicking him off is a lot more difficult than just fighting him, provided none of these ways are actually that easy. Oh, that's bad. We're just gonna back off, drink some soup. This man's taunting. And we're dead, aren't we? Yep, there it is. I haven't gotten a single hit that time. Because sometimes you'd think, oh man, just strike him a bunch. But he can parry you very easily. And once you get parried, your ass is grass. You're as good as gone. You ain't coming back from it. Let's see, did I go on the right side? Yes, I did. Okay, good. After I beat him, after millions upon millions of tries, I will go to the Glitchy Glitch and have a grand old time trying to get some fun items. I believe one of the items is the Silver Covetous Serpent or something like that, which grants more souls, which more souls is better than regular old morsels. Alright, here we go. Attempt number, I think, 5. See, that time I did decide to go just for the strikes because he did just try to jump at me. It does make it a bit easier to get some strikes off of him. Sometimes you just gotta try to go for them openings whenever you can. Oh my god, I thought I blocked. Guess not, though. See how difficult this man's is? He takes a lot of hits. I think I might two-hand this sword just to try to kick his butt, because I think two-handing might be the way to go because it does grant more damage. Or maybe I'll just try to do the strong attacks rather than the weak baby attacks. All right, here we go again. I should have asked for predictions on how many times I'm gonna die to this dude. I mean, you can still predict. I'm still going. And I might be going for the next, like, 10 minutes just trying to beat this dude, because he's hard. It's really hard. Easily one of the toughest basic enemies in the game. I mean, he's not as tough as later enemies when, they, like, other, like, quote-unquote characters, because they are, in fact, tough. And as much as I would like to go for side story characters, I'll do what I can, but I can make no promises, mostly because I don't know how to do them. Oh crap, oh crap. Yep, there it is. This man's got stamina for days. And I died real fast. God, I'm glad I don't have a death counter on this game. Oh my god, it'd be bad. And yes, I know, I'm sorry, this isn't the most exciting of gameplay, but it's all I can really do at this point in time. I mean, yeah, I can progress, but if I want a good weapon, I need to beat this guy. I'm also gonna, yeah, okay, I remember now. I had to remember how to get to the area that I need to go so I can do the fun time glitchies. Come on, let me through. Let me through. You can do it. Come on. Come on. Thank you, thank you. Alright, here we go. One more time. And by one more time, I do actually mean multiple more times because I'm not actually quitting against this guy. Oh, that was scary. Oh, that's the problem with doing two hands. Problem with two hands and the strong attacks is it does slow down your attacks a good deal, which makes it very difficult to do. Ooh, my god. Not having stamina does 100% suck a lot. Oh, there it is. There it is. Oh, that could have been death. My ass was almost grass, but his ass is now grass. And there it is, the Uchigatana, my favorite weapon in just about all of Dark Souls. What am I missing? Oh, I need one or two more dexterity. I do believe that I have enough. Nope, okay, I don't. I thought I had enough requirements to two-hand it, but apparently not. So I'm gonna need to go run back and level up my dexterity. I thought I had enough, but clearly not. But soon you'll see why this is one of my favorites. I mean, you kind of saw it because it's a pretty dope weapon, if I'm being honest. Just to watch and use. It's just a lot of fun. One hand, two hand. There's a weapon similar to this, and I believe it's called the washing pole, perhaps? I think is what it is. I can't actually remember exactly what it's called, but it is a cool weapon. And I believe it has like lightning qualities or something along those lines. It's hard to remember because once again I haven't played this game in a while. And this dude's at his chair. Oh, he's not here yet. There's a dude that sits in this. Oh no, it's this chair. He does stuff with the boss souls. You don't get one for the Udix Gundyr, but for the other major bosses, it does happen and you do get stuff. Alright, and now you're going to watch me try to do one of the things that I am worst at in this game. It's running up this tree, and that's not what I meant to do. You run up the tree and then jump at the. You can jump up there from the tree because it registers that you can run up it a bit. So then you like kind of go up the side, jump across, and you're up there. And there's some secrets up there. There's some items. Normally you can get it later, but like, why do it later when I can get it now, right? Alright, let me build up some stamina back. The hardest part is actually finding the right point on the tree to run up because it's not exactly super obvious. Like, I started to get it there, but I just could not. Alright, let's try this again. Nope, that wasn't it. Alright, we're gonna be stuck here for a while because this is another thing that I always do before I progress in the game because I can promise you that I will forget to do it later on in the future. So we're doing it now. I'm going to get it done. You're going to suffer like I'm suffering, except the only difference is you're not the one holding the controller trying to do it. And we're gonna do it. Oh, that was so close. I hit the wrong part of the roof. Damn it. Alright, so we're gonna run. Nope, that wasn't it. Dang it, I'm kind of pissed I missed it that time. And running. Nope, that wasn't it. I didn't even go up the tree on that one. Technically, no, you don't have to run that far back, but it's kind of just visually better because you feel like you're getting that running start. Oh, dang it. You'll know when I get it because it is a nice, satisfying thing. I almost had it on that one, but I accidentally fell a bit too far back down the tree, and it messed it up. Nope, still not there. Oh, man. No, oh, I got stuck on the wrong part of the roof again. Dang it. And I know they didn't patch this out because it's not actually a glitch, per se. There it is. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Alright, although one thing I can probably promise you is that I may die trying to do the drops. Because dropping in this game, like on platforms and crap, is not my forte. You could aggro Mr. Uchikatana from here and then drop on his ass, but it's a little bit risky because dropping does leave you staggered a bit. So it is a bit dangerous. And this is everyone's favorite bird, Pickle P, baby. You can drop items on him, and then it may, depending on the item you drop, may give you an item. And secret. Then we're going to run, jump, because why not? And here it is, the good chest. And in case you don't know, the way you know if a chest is a mimic is if the chain is outwards, it is a mimic. If it is curled like that, it is real. So you always want to be wary of the chest that you're trying to open here, because you don't want to accidentally open up on a mimic. One run that I did have, what weapon did I use? I used a battle axe. That one was a lot of fun. Oh, that was bad. Oopsies. I mean, I'm alive, so I guess it's alright, but, it wasn't great. And the item that I got earlier, Estus Shards. If you rest at a bonfire, and just kidding, it's not that. That's the Undead Bone Shards. That powers up your Estus. If you take it to Mr. Blacksmith himself, he gives you additional Estus for every single one you bring in. I think you can have a maximum of 10, I believe, is how many you can get. I forget, but even just having these is nice. I don't even have enough Titanite shards. I need 2, which I believe you can buy from the old lady. No, you can buy from Andre himself and a merchant we will quote-unquote meet later on. And finally, after all that, we can go to the first area of the game. The High Wall of Lothric. It only took us half an hour, but we made it. We finally progressed. We are doing something with my life. Just kidding, no we're not. We're playing a game for an audience that's not there. But it's fine. This is probably the most I've ever talked on my own. Look at this. Isn't this lovely? I wish there was something in here you could take, but sadly there is not. So all you can do is just push these bad boys open and proceed. Alright, I will die a lot here, mostly because I, once again, suck at this game. But, I mean, I don't think I'll do too horrible here. I just want to do hot. And so, normally progression is the other direction, but we're going to go here first because there are some decent items here. There's Big Bad Skelly, bro. He can mess you up pretty bad if you're not careful. You do want to try to not run out of stamina when you're around. It is unavoidable, like cheating is absolutely 100% avoidable, but I'm an idiot, so it was unavoidable for me. And then sadly we are going to drink Estus, so I'm not dead. Can't get in there quite yet. You need to open it from the other side. And then we're gonna, yep, there it is. We've got 2 dogs. The other one should be running at me soon. Or not. I'm hoping he doesn't actually spot me because I don't really want to deal with him and the dog, and they both. Okay, as you saw there, I did accidentally cancel out his attack, which is very good for me. Normally being on the lower side of a set of stairs is very helpful, but sometimes it's not great. And we're gonna kill these poor dudes because they are distant. Some of them can turn into false dragons. I don't remember which ones they are exactly, but I do know that they can be very troublesome. And I believe there is one more larger gentleman up here. Oh, there it is. One of those ones is a false dragon. That one, the one that's getting up right now. Normally you want 7 one 100% mess you up bad. Unless you have fire. See that normally they would be as weak as the normal one, or slightly less weak than the normal one. But right now, since it was a little bit when you saw that big explosion of damage, that was bleed damage, which if you saw on my character when I was fighting the dude who can control this, there was like a little bar that was bleed damage, and if it fills up the bar completely, you take a huge chunk of damage, which can in fact kill you, and it sucks a lot. I thought there were binoculars up here, but I guess not. Or sorry, binoculars. Or it might have been a monocular. I can't remember, but I suppose it's not over here and it's somewhere else. But that's alright, because now we've come over here, picked up the longbow, because why the hell not? And we're gonna go back and start actually progressing. Actually, I'm gonna sit at the bonfire first, because I think it'd be a little bit foolish not to, because I'm down 2 Estus, and having Estus is nice. And I'm not really doubling back per se because I didn't actually progress. But it does suck though because you can't level up outside of Firelink. So if you want to level up, you do gotta go back and talk to her. But it's fine because if you get enough Titanites, you can also level up. There are a few of these guys that do actually get up and attack you if you get too close. You do have to be a little bit wary of it. See that guy over there? Over in the distance. Coming to smack me in the butt. Provided I was given the opportunity, but he was trying to do it. And there's another one now. Oh, I can't believe he reached me from there. That just makes me disappointed in myself. Thought I was out of range, got a little bit greedy, taking out that extra enemy, when I should have just focused on this dude all around. But it's fine. I do believe there is a gentleman behind these boxes. Yep, there he is. I'm surprised with how much I actually remember from this game, because once again, it has been a good chunk of time since I've played this. That's not to say I'm any good at the game, but I do remember bits and pieces from here and there about this game. Mostly just the beginning because of how many times I've played it. Just like how I know a dragon's gonna show up here. Gotta be careful about fire because along with the enemies, so I guess it's okay more or less. Best ways to deal with these ones are just to try to circle around. Get a backstab off of them. Mostly when they're trying to hit you first. That arrow in the back. It's hard to know exactly where the fire is. You can go for those items right now, but I think it's a bit foolish to try to go for them. Safe zone. Oh, that is tail or his wing. Which does suck. Coming up right here. Excellent example of a mimic chest. These boys will mess you up. You want to just get a hit off, let them get up, and never get grabbed because you will perish if you die, if you get grabbed. At least at this point in the game. Oh, almost got grabbed there. These dudes actually do really like to kick a lot, especially that kick right there. That one is probably one of the most dangerous. Given how much damage it does and how far it goes forward and how much it knocks out your stamina if it connects to your shield. Oh, bad. I say try to never get greedy against mimics because you will most likely perish. Oh my god. Okay. Symbol of Avarice. Excellent item in the game, except for the fact that it constantly lowers your health. Constantly. So, I'll go ahead and pull it up just so you can see the description here. Yeah, so it does give you a lot more souls and lets you find better items. Look at that. It adds an extra 100 and increases the poise. But, as you can see, it is constantly draining my health, which is not good, especially in a game where you really need health. So here we are, we're going to move forward some more. And this area right here connects down around that corner. So where the dragon was, I recommend trying to take out these boys before Knight himself gets here. Knight himself is a lot of fun to fight because it's just a lot of fun to try to get behind and backstab, although it can be very difficult. He is a very dangerous enemy, but if you get those backstabs, you can deal some nice damage. See, like that. That was incredibly dangerous. Shield break! Shield break could lead to my death. Oh my god. That's another one of the difficulties of these guys, is the fact that they do those shield bashes, which knocks your shield basically empty. There it is. Alright. Knight's dead. Nice gauntlets. Those are very strong gauntlets compared to what we have now. So we're going to go ahead and equip it, although I do believe we're in mid-roll now, which does kind of suck. Yeah, we're mid-rolling. I mean, it's not a huge problem, but it's not the best thing for it to happen right about now. I do wish the dragon will leave. I would normally go for the items, but right now, since I am doing this live, I don't want to put you guys through this because it is incredibly boring. Just watching me die constantly trying to get to things. So there's a bunch of dudes around here that like to throw things at people. Like throw like little daggers. They're those dudes right there. And they may spot me here. I'm hoping not, but they might. I'm also hoping to not fall since I think there's about 3 of them down there, which sucks a lot. And this is your friendly neighborhood bonfire. Are these the binoculars? No, it's a Titanite shard. Titanite shards are, of course, always welcome. Except for when they're not, but right now they are absolutely 100% welcome. So we're going to go ahead and sit, get back up. I think the dragon is still there. Yeah, I think that's him right down there. And so I'm going to try to, if that's not him, fantastic, but if it is him, I'm going to try to get those items that I didn't get prior because of the dragon being there. I'm going to let the knight pass right now because there's just too many of these dudes around to make it not really worth fighting him at this moment. So as you can see, the dragon is 100% still there. I do believe the items that are around here are, oh man, they're gonna see me. go ahead and just aggro this one. The knight might come up here. There it is. Come on. I know he wasn't aggroed on me, but I may as well just get the souls on. Dang it. Backstab? I know that was not a backstab, but it's quite alright. I'm not complaining about it. Ugh, crap. You gonna drop anything good for me? No. I assume not. Sorry about that. That was my phone. Telling me that I have no life. But that's quite alright. Who needs life when I have Dark Souls, huh? Come on, breathe your fire, breathe your fire, breathe your fire, please, before they all come in. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and aggro one more time. Is it worth getting it though? That's the real question. Is it really worth trying to get these items? Maybe my answer is no, honestly. I don't really think it's all that worth it. Normally I would. Once again, I don't want to torment you guys to this crap. So we're just gonna move on. It's not required, so I'm not gonna go for it. I'm keeping my shield up because I know there's a second one somewhere around here, or is he below? Nope, there he is. This a-hole was here. Too bad he still got his hit off. We're gonna go ahead and go down here. Oh, yeah, crap, I forgot about this dude. We're just gonna get a quick backstab off real fast now. Let him start to stand up a bit before I take him out. Pretty sure there's a firebomb at throwing enemy in here. Am I mistaken? Huh. I suppose I'm mistaken. At least I hope it's not in the next room. Hey, buddy. The Mail Breaker. You know, that super strong weapon that everyone talks about. So, this is the prison where we meet everyone's favorite merchant. Can't get him yet, don't have the key clearly. So we'll have to come back to him in the future. He is actually a very good side character to get just because of the items that he does sell. They're quite decent. I don't know what key that building requires though. So progress should be this way. Yes. We got a couple of jumpers here. Alright, I know there's a dragon here, and I would love to take him out, but first I'm going to... Oh, crud. Gave me a heart attack. Okay, so we're gonna run. Run. No! Oh, I didn't get him enough damage. And now I have to fight another one. But we're gonna go ahead and... Oh dear God, that was incredibly close. So we're gonna change my equip load just a bit here because I do remember that I have fire bombs. And I really don't want to waste them here, but I think I might have to. And I'm dead. You see that? That's why you don't want to let them transform, because they will mess you up. And that was a lot of souls to lose, and I'm a bit disappointed. A bit upset, actually. Alright, here we go. Let's do this again. Just wait for Senora Knight to leave. And then we're just gonna go run, 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 run. And I'm not forgetting about number 2. I don't know where he is, but I know he exists. There he is. Like, you've got to be kidding me. What kind of bullcrap is that? Screw you. And we're already back, so we're not that far away, thankfully. We're gonna go ahead and take this man's back off, so he doesn't climb up here. Get that backstab. A bit disappointed that I did waste those 2 fire bombs, but there's not a whole lot I can do about it at this point. Then we're gonna try to run and get him again. There it is. And that's how you should do it. Although before I forget, yep, there it is. So these little buddies right here, kind of hard to kill sometimes, but give excellent gems and upgrade materials. They only spawn once, and if they despawn, like they escape from you, you're gonna have to come back in the future to come back to get them. If you remember them, of course. I can almost guarantee to you that I will miss a couple. Don't know where I will miss a couple, but I will 100% miss a few. I am gonna go back to Firelink, upgrade my Uchigatana, and level up a bit, because I think it'd be foolish not to at this point. So we're gonna go back. Thankfully, we don't need to run all the way back to the very first section of this area. We can just run right out here. Up top. My screen cut out, so I can't see what's going on. That's why I'm stopping. Alright, and then we go here. And we're heading back to Firelink. One of my favorite places. Because nothing can kill you there. Well, at least in the building, I mean. Alright, so first things first, we're going to go upgrade my weapon because it's a very good weapon to upgrade. And then we're going to reinforce. When did I get the Lothric Knight Sword? What? Whatever, that's not a problem. Sadly, I do need 4 of them now.
Pretty be careful. I don't.
Thanks, dog. One of the best characters in the game returns in, I think, was it 1 and 3? Does she sell them? No, she doesn't. That sucks. She does sell infinite fire bombs, which is quite nice, but you can find them in the future, so it's not like it's actually a huge problem.
Ashen 1.
But there's no reason to spend my souls on anything else right now. So we're gonna upgrade my stamina meter because stamina is very, very good to have. And then I think I'm going to upgrade dexterity because my weapon, the Uchigatana, is a dexterity scaling weapon. Meaning that if I level up my dexterity, it does get stronger. There are weapons that have scaling, and which, you know, I'll show right now, because why not? If you see right down at the bottom where it says attribute bonuses in the C, that means that it scales better with it. The higher the rarity, the better it scales. Unless I'm mistaken. I don't believe I am, but don't quote me on that. Alright, do I have any specialty items? Otherwise known as key items? I guess they'd be consumables. No, I don't. Okay, good. I was trying to see if I had any things to upgrade my Estus, but I didn't think I did, and I don't, so it's fine. It's whatevs. So we're gonna go back to the tower on the wall, and in just a bit we're gonna take another side little trip. One of my favorite enemies in this game is, or sorry, one of my favorite bosses in this game is the Abyss Watchers. Dope boss. The first time I did it, I actually won first try, and I was so impressed with myself, and my old friends also thought it was pretty decent, so that was pretty exciting. But now I suck at this game, so I'm probably gonna die like 20 million times. I'm gonna kill another knight. I'm gonna kill this dude, and then I'm gonna kill the knight. Senora Knight, come back here. I saw your butt running at me. Look at that, much more damage. Cut him down to about half. Which is quite lovely, I will say. Because now I just need one backstab and 3 hits, and he is down for the count. See what happens when you upgrade? It's so lovely. I'm gonna be honest with you, I did unblock there because I didn't know he was gonna do a double swing. But I'm glad it still registered as me blocking, because that kind of would have sucked if I had died there. Or not died, but gotten hit. So I'm actually not gonna fight the enemy here. The big boy, because I don't see a reason to, because I don't think I'll be backtracking up here anytime soon. So we're just gonna go ahead and run over to the side here. And drop it down here, because it's slightly faster. Hear that god awful screeching? Ah, you jerk. I forget whether or not the down there is progression. I don't think it is, but I don't actually remember, which is a bit troublesome for me. We're gonna go, oh yeah, that way was the progression. I remember now. So we're gonna duck in here. We're actually going to take this little side path before I go back in there. And fire will almost always get through your shield, which does kind of really suck. Batman shoots fire, which can make these explode, which nobody wants. Undead Hunter Charms. I forget what those do. I think they make it so that the mimics won't awaken almost immediately. What does this one say? Hidden path? No, it's not, you liar. I know about that one. It's not a hidden path. Oh, great. The knight followed me in here. You don't want him in here. It's a bad idea to try to fight him in here. You want the open space. If you can, at least. Get behind him. Get behind him. No, no, no. Don't shield bash me. You jerk. This man's is incredibly dangerous because he has a huge shield, which makes it very troublesome to try to get around him, or even just hit him. Shields and spears are very terrifying in this game. Like, separately, they're terrifying in their own right, but together, it is a mortifying combo. Especially when he does that move. I actually have never seen him do that to me, so that's new. But I'm glad I didn't die from it. Go ahead and pick up that soul of a deserted corpse. Anytime you find a soul item, they grant you souls, and so like that one, the soul of the deserted whatever, will get you stuff. So normally it'd be like hum-de-dum-de-dum. I wonder what's beyond that point. It's a ledge that you can fall down. I don't actually remember what happens if you fall down. I think there's an item that you can link it to from here, perhaps. Yeah, a chest. But I think you can get to here from a different place, but you can just drop down there for quick access. Oh yeah, no, just kidding. This is literally the only way to get it. But now I'm a bit scared because this place is actually quite terrifying. You see that guy looking at me right there? Very difficult enemy to deal with, especially because there's like 12 million dogs here. I don't want to be in this position. I should have done this after I cleared out all the enemies, but it's a little bit too late for it now. You see that right there? There's 2 of them there, so if I just went and dropped right there, I'd pretty much be dead. So what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to go take this alternative little route here and just run out of here just so I don't get ganged up on. Because they will stop following you after a certain point, which is always lovely. The problem though is I don't actually remember where the exit is in this place, so that's a bit troublesome. Very lovely that only 2 of them are still with me. This one, yeah, has a real chest, that's what I thought. Silver Eagle Kite Sword. I forget if that shield is really good or not. We're gonna go this way first because I believe this is actually the exit, so I'm gonna clear out my exit route first before I get jumped. There he is. This should be the only enemy in there. There is an item in here as well. That. And then we're not actually gonna go take that route again. We're gonna take the normal path. But there is also a few extra dogs around here. I don't remember exactly where they are, but I do know that they are around. So what I'm going to try to do is aggro just one of them at a time if I can, because you don't want these big axe boys to gang up on you because... There it is, okay. Well, that one's a halberd, but it's different. Same premise. You still don't want them to gang up on you, is what I'm trying to say here. Because nothing good comes out of them if it comes out of this if they all hit you at once. Or at least start coming after you at once. Don't worry, I didn't forget about the item that's down in there. I'm just trying to not deal with this dude's business. Biznatch. Oh god, he wasn't dead. That's one of the reasons why you want to make sure that they have gone out and perished, because otherwise it can put you in a very precarious situation. There is a drop down point to get an item down there, but you can get there normally. So I will not be dropping there right now. I'll be just going there like the normal route. But I do believe that there is an Estus piece here. Yeah, right on that anvil. You can get an Estus shard, which gives me 1 extra Estus when I go back to Andre to make it. Come on, boy. Oh, I looked away for a quick second. Oopsies. That's another thing you don't want to do. Unless you know for a fact you're in a safe place, never look away. Alright, doggos. Oh, there's only 1 doggo. That's nice. Normally there's 2, I believe. Cell key. That's the item we've been needed. So you remember Boys in the Cell? Otherwise known as Boys in the Hood, because he's got a hood on his head. This is the key for his cell. So we're going to run all the way back there, open it up for him, because he's a very good merchant to have. So we're going to make the dangerous trek of trying to go back up here, which could very easily lead to my death. Because there he is. I didn't know this man's was right there. So that is a bit troublesome that he happens to be right near the entry point of this place. Oh god, I got hit in the back. Getting hit in the back is never pleasant. But at least it wasn't a backstab. We're gonna heal to make sure I don't die on my way to and from. Because there are still a bunch of enemies back because they got reset when I went back to Firelink. You can slide down ladders quickly by holding circle, which is the run button. Because I am playing on PS4 in case you didn't know. Alright, there we go. Yeah, I didn't think so. I don't remember what key goes there, so I may not ever actually go to it to open. There he is. There's Firebomb Boy. Normally when you come in here, he'd hit these boxes, they'd explode, and you would take a lot of damage. But I don't know what happened last time we were here as to why he didn't come at me. Alright, so we're gonna open up the gate, talk to my mans himself.
No, you not remark below the note, and please, I'll be with you. Very well.
We're gonna say, yeah, we're gonna help him. He gives us a very good ring. So this ring makes it so if our health is low, our defense increases. Which, you don't want to be on low health, but sometimes it is unavoidable. So later on, we're gonna finish his request, and it's a pretty sad thing when you see what happens. So when we get there, I'll explain what happened. Because it's a bit sad, not gonna lie. Alright, we're gonna try to do this again, hopefully not perish, which is another reason why to take the shortcut rather than... Oh, we're fat rolling. So, by fat rolling, I mean we have equip load. If it's above 70%, we do a fat roll, which is this, which is very bad. So we're actually going to take off this ring, because that puts us back in the mid-roll, which mid-roll is fine. It's not the best, because light roll is the best, but the only way to increase our equip load is by putting the stats into it. Now, provided I don't actually remember what the stat is, so I can't actually tell you per se at this moment in time. And here is a pretty difficult enemy, so I may focus a bit and not say much, because he is a very tough enemy. And there's a bunch around. So what we're going to do is we're going to just follow him a bit and hope that he doesn't see me. Oh crap, he saw me. And we're in this tight area. That's fantastic. You don't want to fight big enemies like this in a tight area. Okay, at least we can backstab him. That's important. Or her, I'm not actually sure. But does it matter? No, because they're going to... I'm hoping to be able to kill them nonetheless. Oh, great. I'm dead. Oh my god, I'm not dead. Oh, that backstab just saved my life. Now we can just finish it off in 2 hits. There it is. That'd be a little risky, although I am out of Estus, so I'm going to have to use the Ember. Don't know how I got an Estus back, but I'm a little bit disappointed that I wasted my Ember now. Okay, there's a few enemies around here, but I don't remember their exact locations. So we're just gonna keep the shield up. I know this dude's still alive. Just gonna take him out. Rapier is cool. A little bit difficult to use, but not too bad. But now that the big one is dead, we can just loot and plunder our way through this area without having to worry about them. But honestly though, the fact that we got stuck with them turning around there is really shitty luck. Or pardon my French, really bad luck. It's just not good. So this area right here is pretty decent because it does lead to a shortcut. But I'm going to make sure that it's the safest route possible because I don't want to perish. Especially since I'm so close. I'll get that item on my way back since that's the way we're going to have to go anyway. So we're going to go up here. I can't remember if there's an enemy around here. We're going to go ahead. Oh, I got to jump. I forgot. There it is. Yeah, there's no item on that one. But you'd be like, oh, I'm just going to drop here. Ooh, Ring of Sacrifice is a very good item. If you're worried about death, just pop it on and you'll be set. Because when the Ring of Sacrifice, the way it works is you equip it. And if you die, you don't lose any of the souls you're carrying, which would normally happen, but it does break, so it is only a one-use item. This area is fairly dangerous. I also don't know what item I just picked up, which is a bit worrisome. Not a huge problem, but it is a bit worrisome. So I was hoping to be able to aggro this one, There it is, before the other ones get up, because there are a bunch here. And it's a bit dangerous. You can't really see them because their fingers are covered by the grass on the walls. But they do climb up right there. But the problem is, there's like 5 of them. Which makes it a bit precarious. Because you'd be like, oh, there's only one dude here, let me just run at him. And then you do that, and you die. So we're gonna go up. I'm gonna check my inventory real fast. Actually, hold on. I don't remember if there's an enemy up here, so I'm just gonna put my shield up, wait to make sure there's nothing here. Okay, now that there's nothing here, I'm gonna check my inventory to see if I have enough Titanite shards. I do, so we're gonna head back to my boy, Andre. That one's a very irritating enemy because he's right there, and he can follow you in a room. So normally you do want to take it out, but sometimes it's a little bit risky because of the health that you can lose from him, just trying to escape from him. So it's a tricky situation on whether or not you want to actually take care of him. So I am just gonna run through this one because I don't really feel like dealing with the enemies. Let's hope they're not right behind me. Perfect. And that of course resets the world, but we're gonna go back to Firelink real fast. Oh man, I hope my audio is on. I don't actually know. I think it says my audio is recording, but I'm not certain. Still not talking to Lady because there's no reason to buy stuff from her. However, one thing after I reinforce my weapon that I'm going to show is who he is. Where is the Uchigatana? There it is. Sometimes it's hard to know because they just give you a lot of items here. I never upgrade range weapons just because I don't see a reason to really use them, because you don't need to deal a lot of damage with range. Also, here's our boy. He sells items, really good items too, in fact. Of course it's not the best, but they are good items nonetheless. Like the crossbow's pretty decent. Embers are nice. He'll get more later. I'll talk about that when it actually lets us do it. But for now, we're just gonna go see if I can level up. If not, I'm going to pop a few of my soul canisters. That's what I'm gonna call them, soul canisters. And then we're going to move on. Alright, let's see, which one's equip load? So, Vitality is pretty nice because while it does increase equip load, it also increases most defenses, which is always lovely. Okay, let's see, can I equip the ring now? Yes, I can. We are 0.4 away from fat rolling, which I don't think anyone wants to really fat roll in this game. Oh wait, I'm forgetting something. I'm feeling real dumb. Can't believe I forgot to do this. I literally went out of my way for it. We've got another Estus, baby.
Just wasn't it?
Boom, now we got 7.
Be careful.
Or sorry, not 7, 6. We have 6. God, why did I say 7? That's foolish. It's 7. No, bone shards? I didn't think so. So now we're going to go back, but we're not going to go to the Tower of the Wall. No, we're going to go back to the High Wall of Lothric to take our shortcut. So sadly, this shortcut we do have to go through a few enemies to get back to where we were. It's not a huge problem, but it is a bit precarious. I won't tell you why, but there is some more after those initial enemies that are a bit difficult. Alright, so we're going to go ahead this way. We're going to take out Arrow McShooty. Ah, crud. Yep, because he does shoot fire arrows, so a bit of the damage did poke through, which does in fact suck. Not a huge problem, but definitely not good in any way. Oh crap. This is a terrible start, man. Man, I might die here. God, I didn't, but I do have to waste an Estus, which really, really sucks. Then we're gonna go down. Although one thing that you want to do in Dark Souls is send the elevators back up to where they came from. And the reason for doing this is that it's faster than just waiting for it to go every time. Of course, these enemies are all back again. Although most of them are already dead. Shouldn't there be another one somewhere? Guess not. I'm not gonna complain about it. I am gonna drink another Estus because my health is a bit too low for my liking. No reason to go that way anymore. But there is an archer here, and then don't forget about the dude down there. Okay, I guess I'll fire on him somewhere or something. Alright, so here's a pretty dangerous bit. So you don't want to go to the right to this big church. You actually want to go, or sorry, you don't want to go to your left. You want to go to your right. And normally I wouldn't take out these enemies, but right now there is a summon sign, which I will talk about in just a few seconds as soon as I'm in a safe area to talk about them. Because summon signs are very nice. Sometimes you can get real people, and sometimes you'll get fake ones. So, this one right here is one that is a part of the game. It is not a real summon. It's not a real person. These white ones, however, are real people that you can summon. They're not played by actual people. Or actually, sorry, I got that wrong. I got them mixed up. The white ones are not the real people. So this is the Grandmaster dude that I killed at the very beginning that I'm going to summon. And this one was a real person's character. We're just gonna bow to them real fast. Because why not? It's fun. Alright, here we go. Oh, they bowed back. Look at that. Alright, here we go. I wonder what this big room could be. I don't know. Ugh, let me get there. There we go. Cutscene time, baby. Alright, so Vort of the Boreal Valley. A pretty tough boss. I mean, some say that he is one of the easiest, but if he catches you off guard, you can easily die very quickly. So you just want to be extra careful around this guy. Try not to do anything stupid. One of the best tactics, I think, is to just go under him so that you can flip behind him. Be careful of that because he does do snowy ice magics, which is dangerous. That's his big mad phase. There's his icy breath of death. And just like that, he is dead. So we're gonna bow you on the Patriot real fast. And look at that, almost perfectly in sync. And we got a Sunlight Medal because he is a part of the Covenant Warrior of Sunlight, which is very fun. And he should disappear. Yep, there he goes. And so spirits are literally only one time. You use them and they're gone. And that's it. Alright, so we're going to sit here. And we're going to go the other direction. That's the way you would normally progress, but we're not doing that. We're going to do something real stupid. What do you mean real stupid? Well, you'll see in just a bit. As soon as I'm done taking out these foes, you'll see why it's real stupid. Ugh, come on. Let me get behind you. There it is. We're just going to swap over this guy. The arrows are a bit troublesome, not a huge problem. We're just going to dodge roll out of the way. Bam, bam. So, there's no items there. I already know about that. We're going to try not to get this one's attention because the other one can come and mess you up. So we're going to go take this alternative path up here, which has one less knight to deal with. Ooh, we got his sword again, I think. Lucerne, I believe, is a type of halberd. So we're gonna go ahead and grab this one's attention because now he's aggroing on me. So we're gonna follow. He's gonna follow us all the way over here. We're gonna lead him into the same place as we fought the other night. That went surprisingly well, by the way. I'm not gonna lie. Perfect backstab. We're gonna let him take a few steps to get back up, and he's dead. Alright, so now we're gonna go fight this last knight. Backstab again. These are honestly some of the best fights I've ever had with these knights. I've had some troublesome fights against these guys. As you were starting to see there, it's starting to become quite troublesome. Okay, so now, one of the hardest enemies in this entire area is this blue boy right here. One of the best things to try to do is to get a backstab. It is very difficult to get off, so it can be quite difficult to do. But if you can get it, it'll put you in a good spot. Because he's very similar to the Red Knights, but a lot stronger. So you want to play it relatively safe. Try not to let him break your shield. Because once he gets to low enough health, he'll put magic on his weapon, which makes him very difficult to deal with. We're going to let our stamina refill some. And there it is. One shot. Let's go. And we got his armor, which is excellent. Very nice armor. Normally you just beat him for the gemstone. But I'm not mad at the armor. The problem with the armor is that it's super heavy. Very strong. Very heavy. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and swap these two rings out real fast. For no reason other than safety reasons. I wonder what could happen here. It's just a lovely old lady. I'm actually changing my mind. I'm gonna have this thing prepared. Hello.
You made to that head for?
Thank you for the banner. The way of the blue. That's a covenant. So now we're just gonna go ahead and boop. Oh, I missed.
What on earth?
Oh no, I feel so terrible. This poor old lady. It's okay, she's a terrible person. So, now we're gonna go ahead and do that. And we're out of here. That boss is actually a late game boss that you're not supposed to be fighting right now. But the first time I played this game, my old friends told me to go over there and kill her. So I was like, okay, what's the big problem? So I did it. So got really confused, started trying to fight, got my butt handed to me. I was so angry, I was like, dude, what the frickety fricks, dude, old broham? I was livid, I was getting pissed. But now I know, if you ever decide to play this game, if you haven't already, now you know not to go there. We're gonna try to go back and collect those items from the dragon. Because why the hell not, right? I mean, they're relatively free items. I just can hope the dragon's gone. I don't actually know, but one can hope. There is something that I missed, but I always forget how to get to it, so I might try to look for it, but I can promise nothing. Because you're supposed to, like, drop off from a dragon's foot, like I did dragon, but I don't ever remember where the dragon is, so I can't just go and do that. Oh god, he was waiting for me. A lot of people, when they play this game, are just like, oh, you should only dodge, because it's very similar. They started to implement more of the dodging from Bloodborne. I think you need to do a healthy mix of both, because some things you just can't always dodge, but then there are some things that you just can't dodge, and so you just have to block it and hope to God you live. Which is what I do most of the time when I'm playing this game, is hoping to God that I'm still alive afterwards. Alright, here we go. So let's see. I'm going to try to keep an eye out once again for where the dead dragon is. So this one's still alive, sadly. But what we can do is equip our bow and shoot him a couple times. Because why the hell not? Right? What we're going to do is we're going to go to equipment, equip the longbow, switch two-handed. Where is the tail? That looks like the butt of the dragon. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. It's R1. Okay, it looks like it doesn't actually have a hitbox. That kind of sucks. But apparently the wall has a hitbox. There it is. Oh god, he changed his trajectory. Let's just say I was not prepared for that. To switch back to our actual weapon that we can use. I'll take them firebombs. Sadly, I did run out of bows, or not completely. I think I have like 2, but I feel I have no reason to waste them. So what I'm gonna do later on is I might just go and he changed where he was looking. So we're gonna go for a really far one, which is the claymore. Should have equipped the ring of sacrifice, should have equipped the ring. Let's just hope there's nothing behind me. Sorry about that. So there's only one item remaining. I don't actually know what it is, but I'm very scared to try to get it. We're just gonna go ahead and duck back in here and wait for the fire to go out and spray in any. We're gonna get the homeward bone ready. Now we don't need to waste the homeward bone. Thank God. So we're just gonna go run back to that bonfire, sit at it, teleport back to the Boreal Valley point. Actually, we're gonna go look for the Dragon's Foot, because why not? I've already finished just about everything in that area. Why not go back and try to find the item? We're still gonna teleport, but we're gonna take it to somewhere else first. We're gonna take it to the very first checkpoint in the area and hope that it's somewhere around there. Because I always forget where it is. I genuinely can never remember where the drop-off point for this thing is. Because I'm sure you guys saw it. It exists, just I always forget where it is because it's actually pretty difficult to find. I'm more surprised that we made it through the dragon crap and didn't perish. See, that's the dead dragon right there. And there's a drop-off point somewhere right around there that will take us to an item. I don't remember what the item is, but I believe it's actually a pretty decent item. If I am remembering correctly. Your boy getting greedy. Mostly because I'm real stupid, but that's because I can be stupid. I'm allowed to be stupid. Stupid. Oh, crap. You'll see why it's really hard to find, because this is the way you need to get up to get it. One of the enemies around here throws fire bombs. Yep, there he is. There's also a bunch of other enemies around here that are fairly troublesome. Not too bad, but they are a bit annoying to deal with. I am back to 6 Estus, so I'm not too worried about what's going on around here. I actually think the binoculars are up here. Crap. And that's why you don't run up there. You ganked. Alright. Oh shoot, you didn't get actually hit by it. It's fine, he's dead now. Alright, where is it? There's the binoculars I've been looking for. See, I knew there were binoculars. Ugh, that hurts though. So we're just gonna go ahead and heal up. Sadly, you can't cut off this dragon tail either. But here is the drop-off point that I always miss my first time through. It gives you golden pine resin. Basically, that stuff turns you like an electricified. Can't get hit during the backstab animation, which is very nice. But you can also be backstabbed, so you have to be careful. And now we are going to head back to Firelink, I think, because I'm already here, so I may as well, right? Or maybe, you know what, actually, I'm going to save him. I'm going to try to get 20,000 before I move on, just so I can buy that key. And I'm going to hope to God I don't lose this 8,000, because that's about 2-3 levels right now, and losing that would be crap. So let's just hope I don't get screwed here. Alright, so now what we're actually supposed to do is once the gates open, you come running over here. Or not even running, you just walk. You can just doop doop doop. See, and then you raise the banner that you got from him, I believe. Or no, you get it from her. You get the banner from her. So, like, you come here, it opens up, you go to her, talk to her, because you're not supposed to kill her, because she does just disappear in the future, but you can kill her to fight the boss early. So then you plant the banner, and so angry ass boys come. These enemies were actually, these creatures were actually enemies in the first game, but now they just help you get to hear them. This area is genuinely one of the hardest areas in the game. This part and the next part are very, very difficult. I have had countless troubles trying to beat this area. It is far from easy. So, one of the biggest things is that there are a bunch of dogs because they open the gate and then they all just come running out to kill all these people. So what I'm gonna do is just try to run away from it for now because, oop, there go all the dogs. I do believe there are some more. Yep, right here. Luring skulls are it can be fairly useful items because what they do is they get the enemy's attention. So if you throw it in a certain area, where's Lad? One of these dudes aren't dead. The rest of them are. One of them's not though. Trying to figure it out, but I always forget which one it is. So this dude? No. This one? No. 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 Which one's not dead? God, I always forget which one it is. This one, there he is.
Oh, to be I had some Baba say. I was
So this dude it gives you free levels. Never use them. Just don't ever use them. They are only bad. They can only cause trouble. And they basically like put a curse on you, and I don't remember actually all of the intricacies of the leveling, the free levels, but they are not good to say the least. They just don't help in the long run. There's still a bunch of dogs, which sucks. So we're just gonna go ahead and take them out. Sadly, my weapon is not strong enough to one-shot them, which is a bit troublesome. I also haven't leveled up enough to kill them in one shot, because I could level up my dexterity to take them out. This is very nice of the game to give us a lever that opens the door, but they also opened and closed it from the other side. So we're just gonna go ahead and kill this dog whisperer. And he dead. Alright, so now we're just gonna go ahead and let's get lit. Boom, baby. Let's see, I forget, is there an item out here? Nope, only death. Okay. We're not gonna sit at it. There's no reason to. I haven't wasted an Estus, or sorry, not wasted. I haven't used an Estus yet, so there's no reason for me to need to sit there. Alright, yeah. Just careful. I see you. Coolio. I think it went through the fence and still hit me, which does suck quite a bit, but it's not a big deal because I can use one of my 6 Estus that I have available to me. So, these hanging corpses, you're going to need to learn about that, because in the future, there's one that we're going to need to shoot down. Fairly near future, too, I believe. I don't think there's anything up here. Oh yeah, just dude who would ambush you and jump on your head and probably kill you. Because they like stabbing. You can get his hat, and it's a pretty goofy hat. I have a fun time using his hat. It's not a good hat, to say the least, like at all, but it's fun. It's nice to have. Let's see, can we see the floating one? No, we can't quite see it yet. This one we're gonna need to chop down. I almost press square, which wouldn't have been a huge problem since that's just item, but a lot of games are square to actually do things. And so pressing square is a bit troublesome. Repair powder is utterly useless. There's no reason for it to exist. Because sitting at a bonfire repairs your weapons. Sitting at a bonfire repairs your equipment. There is literally no purpose to repair powder at this point. In this game, at least. Oh dang, one of them dropped an item and I didn't even realize. Good thing I didn't pick up this one. Come on, give me your hat. Yo, let's go. I'm putting it on. I love this hat. It's so dope. It's really weak. Like, look at those stat drops. But it's so goofy. Alright, I'm not gonna equip it. No, I'll use a regular helmet. You can like upgrade your equipment, but I feel like it's totally purposeless. I just don't feel a need to do it. I don't think there's a reason to have to waste your Titanite or any other upgrade materials trying to get it to do it. This is the troublesome area because of just how many enemies are here. Makes it very difficult. So we're gonna do that, and perfect. I killed 2 of them. Then we're gonna move over to these ones relatively silently, hopefully. And there it is. We're gonna go ahead and hit this one just to get their attention. We're gonna switch back over. That one's dead. That big Bertha over there is quite troublesome, actually. She can deal a lot of damage very quickly, which makes her very troublesome. And she's aggroed now, which is a bit dangerous. Okay. Crap. You see that book she's got there? That is what makes her so troublesome. She's got magic in it that chases you down. And she can deal that much damage in a few hits, so extra levels of danger. And she's starting to use it, so we're gonna have to dodge roll a few times here. Backstabs always welcome in my book. Oh god, what the hell just happened? Whatever, she's dead, it's fine. So, the item we picked up, Loretta's Bone. That is the item that we need to complete Mr. Merchant's quest. Because he's like, oh, help me find my dear wife Loretta. And all you can find is her bone in that body bag. Which is really sad, honestly. There's an Estus shard, which is always nice. Because that means one more juice for Papa. I know, that was weird. I shouldn't have done that. My mistake. I regretted it as soon as it happened. There's where we needed the bow. Because now we're going to go equipment. Bow. Two-handed. And boom, makes me glad I didn't waste all my ammo. Yeah. There are a couple more enemies around here, but it's not a huge problem. I'll just go deal with them as I get to them. Thought this felt closer. Kukuris are they're better throwing knives. That's all I can say about it. They're just better throwing knives. So there are a lot of alternative paths to take here. The one I'm going to take is the one across that bridge that I just actually passed up right now. For a few reasons. One, because there are a few better enemies. Not necessarily better, I shouldn't have said that. Okay, there's no actual real rhyme or reason for me to take that path. I just kind of prefer it to go down there. I will double back to come here later. I just would like to go over yonder to mess with them. I forget if this door can open from this side. Yes, okay. Yep, you gotta be careful with those ones. Because they do that, and while it doesn't seem like a lot, when there are a lot of them around, it starts to add up. But you hit them enough times and they're dead. So not actually a huge problem. And if you're wondering which ones can I hit, I do believe you can lock onto them. So you can just try to lock onto them if you get close to them. Of course, not all of them are, well, them. But see, as you can see there, you can just lock on. Charged hit. Kills almost instantly. There is an enemy above this that will drop down. So I am actually going to double back out of here and just not even deal with it. There's an item on that corpse, so I'm just going to go ahead and get it. And we out of this room, for a while at least. So that dude was alive. I was like, what the hell's going on? Nah, he dead. He dead. He just ragdolling. So we're going to go this way now. Those guys are just a few extra enemies. Not huge threats, not huge problems. Fire is, of course, always dangerous. Incredibly deadly. So, we're not actually going to go that way quite yet, because there are enemies over here that we need to take care of first. Primarily the dude on the roof shooting at us. There are two of them. They're both huge problems. Didn't know that guy was there, but I'm glad I kept my shield up. Which is something that I almost always do. Definitely shouldn't have tried to grab that item, but it's whatevs. So we can go up this way to hit him. And then we'll need to climb up the ladder to get the other one. Thankfully, animation saved us. I am down to 2 flasks, which does suck, and I've been hit by something. But by what is the question? Oh, it's that butthole. He's hit me in the butt. Yes, okay. Making sure that I can get back up from here afterwards. I don't know how this dude saw me, but he did. So it gave me some troubles. Almost didn't even go this way. Plank shield, terrible item. Yeah, I knew that one was alive. See, some of them you can lock onto, some of them you can't. It kind of just depends. So you just gotta hope that it is. They usually do look quite different than the other ones, so you can tell usually, but most times you can just lock onto them. So if you're just running through those areas, you just keep clicking the lock on button, which is the right stick. You'll get them eventually. Okay, to be honest, I don't think I've ever gone on that side. The question is there a normal way to get there? I'm a bit worried if I try to go there. But we're gonna do it anyway, because I've never done it. You'd think that would be a door, but apparently not. We're gonna drink Estus first, because I don't want to die. Because these enemies are actually fairly difficult to kill. Oh crap. Yep, and you're starting to see why they're so difficult. They deal some damage. Also, what was it telling me to examine? Huh, confusing. I don't know. Oh, okay, I'm glad I got that thing before it fell. I don't know where it was gonna fall to. Where is the examine point? You know what, whatever, I don't care anymore. I did care, but now I don't. So, you could technically drop down there, but that's certain death for me, so I'm just not even going to. We're just gonna go ahead and double back. Drop down this point, which now explains why there was this separate path. And we're gonna go all the way back. Well, not all the way, we're just gonna wrap around here. Tough enemy ahead, be wary. He's gonna be to your right. Or not tough enemy, it's not quite yet. Tough enemy isn't quite here yet, but there are enemies to the right. So just be wary. Got the gloves and the garbs. It's the next room. The big bad is gonna be there. So just once again, be very careful. This man's got a freaking claymore. His tiny body can't handle it. Ooh. This man will mess you up. Claymores do a lot of damage, so just be wary. Gonna make sure shield's up. We're gonna go ahead and drop this way real fast. Grab item. Oh, let's take a look at that ring that I picked up just a bit ago. Oh, just absorbs fire. Okay, not a huge problem. Oh, I don't want to do this right now. So we're gonna come back to this next time, because that is a very troublesome area to deal with, and you'll see why next time. Although, actually, before I do that, I am going to use some of my soul items back at Firelink to try to get enough to get the key and do that. So I'll do that. I'll do that before I quote unquote sign off here. But we do have to run all the way back. Just running. We're not too far away, but we do have to go a bit back because I don't actually know where the next what is it called? The next fire is, so just, yeah. Can't tell you where it is because I don't know where it is. It should be nearby, but I don't actually know. So we're just gonna go and deal with this crap. Alright, so we're gonna go items. See these souls right here. This is one of the boss souls. You can give it to the dude up in the chair. Where is he? Where's Lad? Right there, and he can trade it for weapons. But I'm not going to be using them, so we're just gonna go ahead and use them. Only 2k, that's really bad. That's so weak. Oopsies, did I not use all of them? $2,400. Oh, we're gonna be just shy. I can feel it. Oh my god, we're not just shy. We have just enough. Oh my god. Alright, we're gonna buy that tower key. And then we're gonna go all the way back and use these wasted souls for the key on just about nothing. Yeah, I know, this is probably a dumb idea. Scream at me in the comments, I don't care. I wanted to do it, so I did it. Deal with it. This tower right here is where the key is used. Boop. And now we can do the tower junk. So let's go goof around in the tower, huh? Beautiful, gorgeous game. In case you haven't noticed already. So what we're gonna do first, before progressing any further in this place, we're actually gonna drop here and drop down, and then grab the stuff on the roof. We're gonna kick down the ladder first, because this is the way that you're supposed to get up here. But why do that when you can get it hella early, huh? Let's see. Anything? Nah, I forget if there's actually any items. So, let's see. Now we're gonna go, bloop-a-doo-doo. Running all around. Oops. If I'm not mistaken, there should be a little cutscene here. Maybe not. Because the dude bro is supposed to show up and lock the gate behind you. So you're like, oh, I'm gonna go up. And then he's gonna be like, no can do, buckaroo. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the crap up here, since I'm here. Which is Firekeeper Soul, which is very good. Very good item. So then we're like, boop a doop a doo, humpty dumpty dum. Then we go back, and like normally, because you're supposed to do it later in the game after you meet the dude that does it, he's supposed to close it behind you, and you're like, what the hell, dude? And he's like, sucks for you, sucker. Let's see, and we're gonna die here, so... Yep. I can't remember the actual way to get to that item, but we only lost 922, so it's not like it's a huge problem. We're just gonna try again. And we're gonna try to hit that 2-hour mark. I doubt it's gonna happen. We can sure as hell try. So we're just gonna go walking, walking, and walking. I'll give it to him afterwards, after I'm done doing this jazz, because there's a couple more things in here that we need to get. The dude that closes the gate behind us, his name is Patches, and he's a dick. Like, he's actually kind of just the worst. He's in most of the games, and he always screws the player. Then he's like, oh, forgive me, but you can just kill him. You can just be like, screw you, and you're dead. But I don't actually know when the thing is supposed to happen, because I know for a fact you're just not supposed to get it this early. But I did, because I'm a dum-dum and I wanted it, so I did. Luckily, the souls are right here. So I was hoping to be able to land on it, but I'm fairly certain that's literally the only way to get to it, unless we can jump onto that coffin right there. But I don't think we can, because normally you would go down this way, and then slowly maneuver your way down. But I would like to try to get that item. So that's what we're going to do. There it is, baby. Firekeeper stuff, my guy. It's really sad, actually. Oh, shoot, I should probably drink before I drop. Yep, and now we're down. And that was literally the only 2 items in here. Boom, Estus ring. I believe that makes it so it heals you for more. Yeah, there's no reason not to use that. It's such a good ring. And then this gate opens, and it would open right behind Mans himself. But we're just gonna go back. Let's put on the Firekeeper junk, cause why not? Let's do it in a safe place, actually. Before I get myself killed trying to put on the garbs. And jump. Or not. Alright. Show me Firekeeper. Look at us, aren't we cute with our medieval helmet? So, we're gonna do a few things before I sign off completely here. Once again, a few more things. We're gonna, not a lot, sorry, reinforce Estus, because I do have 1. I don't think I have 2. Yeah, I didn't think so.
Be careful.
It might actually be 12. Next, we're gonna talk to poor sad bro over here.
Oh, hello, hand in one.
Then we give him the bone.
Thank you. Oh, what you as.
And he's like, what? And then later on, we'll be able to send him on little adventures. And he can go, but if you send him on too many, he dies. And his shop is permanently closed. I think it's 2 or 3. I don't actually remember the number. But it's not a huge problem. We're gonna give her the Firekeeper soul though. And now she's able to heal the Darkseer Soul. I forget what that actually does. I think that has to do with Mr. Levels. But we're not screwing with levels. Mr. Levels, Mr. Free Levels, so it doesn't matter. But, yeah, I think that's about it, because I don't have any Undead Bone Shards, which kind of sucks, honestly. Because Undead Bone Shards is what increases the power, or the proficiency of your Estus. And with that, we are done, my friends. See y'all next time.